Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I am Clarice. Thank you so much for watching and for sticking with me. I had taken some time off because I was really exhausted mentally, physically. So when I last spoke with you guys, I was preparing for my final year exams and I have a newborn, as you know. So it was very difficult to just kind of manage everything. And after my exams, I just wanted to relax and rest and enjoy my baby. And now I feel like it's time to come back to you guys because, you know, I enjoy making videos. And so I just thought, you know what, it's time to do something else that I enjoy. So I hope you've been well. And like I said, I've been through a lot in the past month. Exams done, and I'm happy to report that I passed my exams. There is still a lot of you know, other stuff that they need to kind of like deliberate and make sure that you've actually progressed to the third year. So I don't want to celebrate too soon, but you know, there are assignments, portfolios, placements and all that kind of thing. But at least I don't have to resit the exams, which I feel really proud of. And that kind of brings me to this video, because the whole key point of this video is about resilience. And this is about just facing things, you know, going through adversity and stressful situations and coming out victorious. And I feel like that's what kind of like resonates with me with this video. So first thing is that obviously when I started medical school, it was a dream come true. But at the same time, I had other dreams that I wanted to achieve. And one of them was becoming a mom. Now, I was a mom of one boy and I knew I wanted to have more kids. But then medical school was going to take about 6 years. And so I had to really think about how am I going to have children if I'm going to finish when I'm 40, because I'm obviously a mature student. So that played in my mind, and it was kind of disturbing to think about, you know, being a mom at 40, which is really high risk, and all the other things that come with it, responsibility wise, and not having the same energy. You know what it is. But basically, at the beginning of this academic year, I found out that I was pregnant, and I was very excited because it's something that I've always wanted. And I was kind of like afraid at the same time. But what tends to happen in my life is that whenever I pray about something and it ends up happening, I just kind of like have faith in God that something, you know, the whole thing is going to work out eventually. So that happened with this situation. I had prayed about it. So when it happened, I just kind of like put my faith in God, and I was like, you know what, whatever happens, everything's going to be okay. The thing that was very stressful was that the due date was not going to be so perfect, or the way I was hoping that it was going to be. I was hoping that I would give birth in the summer holidays, like around this time, but that didn't happen. I ended up giving birth in April, which is kind of like a hectic time because the deadlines are around the corner. You know, like assignments, we had a critical appraisal that we had to hand in. We had mock exams, we had placements to finish, we had end of year exams. So it was a very hectic time, and I was afraid of how things are going to work out. But I went for it. I really went for it. And I kid you not, a lot of people were telling me to kind of take a year off because it was going to be really difficult, because year 2 is really stressful. It's you know, the material is heavy, you got placement on top of it, so it was really stressful, and they really wanted me to succeed and to pass. But it was a very conflicting situation because they didn't see how I could do it. To be honest with you, sometimes I couldn't see how I'm going to do it, but I kept going. And so I gave birth in April, and the pregnancy wasn't easy. I had anemia. I was very anemic. I was getting dizzy spells when I was walking. I fell twice whilst pregnant. My friends were walking with me to make sure that I get to my car without falling. So it was difficult. And then on top of that, when I gave birth in April, there were complications post-childbirth because my, you know, the epidural needle went too far into my spine and it caused cerebrospinal fluid to leak. And that gave me severe headaches, so I couldn't take care of my baby. And it was just a whole scenario that I don't wish on anybody. But if you want to find out more, I'm going to leave like a link somewhere in the top corner of this video. And you can watch that video. Basically, it explains everything. I had to have a procedure called blood patch, which I had never heard before. But if you know anybody who's ever going to go through that, at least you will have some information about it. But thankfully, I'm okay now. And then obviously I had to do my end year exams in June 23rd. That's when we did that. And like I said, thankfully I passed, but it hasn't been easy getting here. And I just want to talk about resilience, because it's been something that I feel like I've gone through. And at times it just felt like I can't do it, I can't manage. The hardest part was actually after giving birth, like finding time to study. So I was sleeping about 4 hours a day, max, if I was lucky, 4 hours a day. And then I would wake up early in the morning to try and put in the hours and study for my end year exams. It was very, very, very hard. And I must admit, like, I thought I would probably resit. I knew I'll pass the year, but I thought I'll probably resit the exams. But thankfully I passed, and that was a big accomplishment, and I was really thrilled, because it's just the best feeling knowing that you've put in the work, you've been stressed, I felt like I literally gave it my all. That was the best effort that I can give, but at the same time I was exhausted. I was mentally exhausted, my body was exhausted, and I didn't know how I could continue to revise so that I can do more exams during these summer holidays. So I am just glad that I passed. But resilience is needed when you're going through things. Now, this is not the worst that can happen in people's lives, but I'm just talking to those students who might be going through something. I'm talking to those mothers who might want to pursue something else, but it's really difficult for them to do it. Let this be an encouragement for you guys, that you just have to keep pushing, even if the world around you might not see the end of it. Like, if you feel like within your heart, if you feel that you can do it, just go for it. It's something that I feel really proud of, and one day I can tell my kids about this. That can be like, mom was, pregnant in medical school and she passed, and this and that. It's something. It might be nothing to somebody else, but it was a big accomplishment for me. So I want to share that with you guys as a testament to how much women in general can do, and whether you're a woman or a man, you can overcome whatever obstacle is in your way. So just keep pushing, but at the same time, just make sure that you ask for help if you need it, because it can be very daunting on your mental health, on your physical health. So I am grateful because I have help. Obviously nobody can study for me, nobody can be a mom for me, but at the same time, you need those people around you who can provide some help whenever possible. But the message basically is just to keep pushing, keep thriving, and just work hard. And eventually you'll get what you hope for, you'll get what you work for, you get what you deserve at the end of the day. So that was my message in this video. I hope you continue to just work for what you want in life, and I'll continue to do the same. Hopefully I'll go to year 3, and it's going to get even harder with placements and everything, but I think that's a message that I'm going to carry with me. If I've gone through this and I've succeeded, then honestly I feel like I can achieve whatever that is ahead. So keep pushing, have faith, pray about it, and believe in yourselves, and you will manage to get through it all. So that was the message. Thank you so much for watching. I'm definitely going to produce another video next week. Now I'm on holiday, so there is no excuse, but I just wanted to get this video out first to just give you some motivation and some inspiration. Hope that was helpful, and I will see you next week. Thank you. God bless. Bye bye.